In 2014, a crack toy fixer was banished from the forums for talking about repairing vintage toys. Undeterred, this man promptly set up his own YouTube channel located in the Somerset Underground. Today, still wanted by hardcore Star Wars collectors, he survives as a maverick toy restorer. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find him, maybe toy-polloi can help you. Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Now if you watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I'm a bit of an action man collector, and there's one set of outfits I've been trying to collect for a while, and that is all of these space outfits. In front of me you can see this is my current collection of these space outfits. I've got the Space Ranger Patroller, I've got a couple of those, I've got the Talking Space Commander, I've got Zargonite Warrior, and I've obviously got Captain Zargon in the middle. But there's one outfit I had as a child, which is the Space Captain outfit, which I've not been able to get for my collection, and that's because the outfit was made out of latex rubber, and over the years that latex sort of degrades and disintegrates until it sort of sticks to the figure and you're left with pretty much just a gooey mess on the figure. Now I've done a quick image search and found a couple of images that show the Space Captain outfit and how badly it sort of disintegrates and degrades onto a figure, and as you can see it really does turn into a bit of a sticky mess, and it's certainly something that you wouldn't be able to display. So currently my Space Captain looks like this, and I'm sure there are many other people out there whose Space Captains look like this. I have all the parts to the outfit but not the main suit, so he is a little bit underdressed for going into space, and if you turn him around he's certainly a lot underdressed for going into space. But really this is the only pieces I've been able to get to sort of complete this outfit, and it's something I've wanted to have for a while because it is one that I played with as a child a lot, and it's certainly a very nice outfit. As a child, like many others, I had this poster and it was stuck on my wall for absolute years, showing all the things that Action Man could do. And the main part of this poster that I loved was this right hand side, which had this fantastic space scene of a couple of the Solar Hurricane and the other Space Speeder sort of flying around with Captain Zargon in sort of portrait there. I just used to really sort of fantasize about what I could do with my Action Man. I actually did have a Captain Zargon and only one space figure as a child, so I used to try and recreate this as best I could. And on the other side of the poster it showed you all the things that you could buy. And again, the main section of this that I really always sort of was drawn to was this space section. I think I only managed to get these first two figures, and then the rest were ones I always wanted to have. And now that I'm an adult, I'm starting to slowly get them. I still need to get these two space vehicles. I think the Solar Hurricane just looks amazing, and at some point I'm going to grab one of those to add to my collection. But for now I'm happy with just having the figures, and the Space Ranger Captain is the main one that I wanted to get because I had it as a child. Now recently I was made aware that the guys over at VintageActionManCollector.com had been making some reproductions of this outfit, so I got in touch with them because I was very interested to know how they were going about it, because as far as I knew this was obviously an old outfit and there was no real way of making a reproduction for it. But it turns out they'd managed to get the original sort of casting that was used back when Action Man was being produced in the 80s, and they were using that to recreate some new versions of this outfit. As you can see, the casting is made out of metal and it really doesn't look much like the end result of the spacesuit, but what happens is that casting is coated in multiple layers of latex, and that latex is mixed with a colour to recreate the sort of colour of the original suit, and the 7 different layers of latex are painted onto the casting. The first ones are fairly thin, and then a thickener is added to the latex to get it thicker and thicker and thicker, and after 7 coatings you end up with something that resembles the original suit. And here it is. As you can see, this is a recreation of the Space Captain suit, and it's made out of a quite nice thick looking latex, and this is, I'd say, a fairly similar colour to the one that I had as a child. It's certainly very reminiscent of the colour, and it's also quite stretchy, because this suit, the only way to get this onto the figure is to put the whole figure through the head hole here. But I think that should be possible, and apparently it is possible because they've been doing it for a little while now. So we're going to have a go at getting this suit onto my Space Captain figure. Now I have to say a massive thank you to Mick Coxey, who very kindly sent me all of those images that I've just showed you, because it really is quite a fascinating process to see how this is sort of recreated, and you can see that the quality of it is really quite nice, and these are available in multiple colours. So if you want a Space Captain in a different colour, then you just have to say to them, I want it in a different colour. But I obviously wanted this as accurate to the childhood toy that I had, and that was this original sort of lightish blue. So let's go ahead and try and get this onto the figure. Now I remember back when I first got this as a child, it was a Christmas day and I'd been given it as a present, and I'd been given a Blue Pants Action Man, and my mum spending quite a long time trying to get this outfit onto the figure using talcum powder to sort of try and make the rubber a bit easier to go over the figure. So today I'm not going to be putting this on a Blue Pants Action Man. I've got myself a traditional Action Man, and the reason I've done this is because it's very easy to remove the hands, and I remember the hands being quite an awkward part to get into the suit. So I thought if I use one of these versions of the Action Man, I can take the hands off and it just makes life a whole lot easier, and I'll put the hands back on at the end. So really all I've got to do is squeeze this whole figure through the neck hole of the suit and we'll try and get it on. So let's see how easy that is to do. I remember back in the day, as I say, it being really hard work, but hopefully it should be a bit easier. So let's just get on and do it. As you can see, that was actually not too bad. It took me about 3 minutes to get that suit on. Just a sort of careful bit of sort of moving the latex around and making sure it's not stretched too much, and it seems to go on quite nicely. I've just put the hands back on, as you can see, and there's the basic sort of outfit in place. I'm going to go ahead now, put the rest of the costume on so we can check out what it looks like. But this really does feel like the rubber suit did when I first got one back in the 80s for that Christmas. It's really nice to be able to sort of feel it again. I'm really looking forward to having this figure all complete because it's been a very long time since I had one of these in my collection. And here we have the finished figure in all its glory. As you can see, the new rubber suit really does do an amazing job. It looks exactly as I remember it as a child. I think maybe the colour is slightly darker, but that could just be my memory playing tricks with me. And the one I had as a child was obviously played with quite a lot and could have been sort of faded and worn over the years, and that's just how I remember it. But certainly this looks like a really good version of that suit, and it's pretty easy to put on, as I showed, so I'm very happy with how this has turned out. And now I have an almost full set of the Space Ranger figures. I still got a couple more bits to get, but it's certainly another one off the list and something I've wanted to have for quite a long while. So I do need to say a big thank you to Mick Coxey, who very kindly has sent me all the images and showing how this has been created. And do check out the vintageactionmancollector.com website if you want to get one of your own of this reproduction spacesuit. And I'll also put a link link to their Facebook page, so check that out if you want to go and talk more about Action Man and see some other people trading and collecting Action Man bits, because it's a very nice Facebook group. Lots of stuff going on there. So I hope this video has been of interest to you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.